G'day. We recently published a video on our Juice Booster 2 portable EV charger, which we've included a link to here. We really love that charger, but like most EV enthusiasts, we're always interested in what other gear's out there. To help us out, one of our great supporters very kindly recorded a video on the NRGkick by DiniTech. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. They're out of Austria. This looks like a great bit of kit, so let's join Peter for a look at the NRGkick.
Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about the NRGkick portable 32 amp 22 kilowatt EVSE. It comes in a nice box which you can see on one side. It basically gives you the details, so it's up to 22 kilowatts, and on the other side it actually has the configuration of the model that I bought. So I have a Type 2 up to 32 amp 5 meter cable with Bluetooth so that I can use it from a smartphone, and an adapter set. So this is the unit itself. It's fully weatherproof, IP66, and you can see it's able to tell you what particular current and power it's able to support at any particular time. It has a number of what we call Euro connectors, and this particular one is connected at the moment to the standard AEVA 32 amp 3-phase, which you can find in many showgrounds and sporting grounds around Australia. This is the one that we currently use for most of our trips in southern New South Wales. We're also able to have a number of other adapters. So this particular one here, you can see, is a 20 amp 3-phase. This one here is a 32 amp, 20 amp single phase. This one here is for using a Tesla wall charger, and this here is for using in a 15 amp socket, and that's what we're actually going to demonstrate shortly. Okay, so to change the adapter, we undo the Euro plug with some difficulty. These are able to be used with any 32 amp 3-phase connector. They're fairly expensive, so it's worth, if you need to make more adapters, it's worth looking around and exploring the net to see whether you can get the Euro adapters more cheaply. So we put the 32 amp 3-phase one away, and we pick up our 15 amp, plug it in like that, and then plug it into a convenient 15 amp supply. And now if you look at the device as it comes on, a series of blue lights come on as it sorts out what power it should be able to deliver, and we had it set for 32 amps. So at the moment that's what it's looking to, and I'll now show you how to change that using the smartphone app. Okay, it comes with a smartphone app which connects with Bluetooth. You can see the icon here. So we can select that, and it comes up initially. It shows us the device. We've got it set as our one is user number 1. Connect that, and it comes up with a screen which shows us what it's set to, at currently 32 amp, and the power that it's about to deliver, and so on. Okay, so we're going to plug the NRGkick into the i3. You can see there that the light flashes orange, and then it comes up blue to show that it's charging. And if we look in at the car, we can actually see the little line there running across from the bottom, showing that it's actually charging. The car is accepting the charge. It's showing that we have 106 kilometers of range, and when it was fully charged, it will go up to 114 kilometers. If we look at the BMW app, it actually shows us that the car is 95% full. It's got 107 kilometers range, and it'll be 100% at 1914. If we go to the NRGkick app, you can see that it's charging at 9.4 amps, and it shows how much it's actually taken. And down here there is an accumulated total for this charging session. It's possible to stop the charging at any time remotely, and also to set a limit as to how much you want it to charge. If we go to the history function, you can see we get a charging report there of the total number of kilowatt hours charged using the kick. And in this case it's showing 503.7 kilowatt hours. And the total distance covered on those charges, and also the last 3 charging sessions. And you can see the 0.03 kilowatt hour is the one that I was doing getting this set up. There's also a settings function where you can set it to metric or imperial. You can set your average consumption. So in the i3 I've got it set at 14. It's actually about 14.6 over the 38,000 kilometres that I've had the vehicle. The charging efficiency of the NRGkick 95%, and the electricity cost is set at 19 cents per kilowatt hour, which is what it is at a place that I charge interstate. And the battery capacity is set at 30 kilowatts. That's actually incorrect. It should be 18.8, but it doesn't actually affect at the low rates that I'm charging. If we look at the kick, we can see that there is actually a bright light on, showing that it's currently charging at 2.3 on single phase. When we want to stop the charging session, we basically can either disconnect the unit, push the button on the unit, or we can push the stop charging function on the app. One final note is that we actually have a security tie, just a simple padlock, which is connected to the vehicle. It's able to be used while the hatch is closed, and it's just connected to one of the tie-down rings here. We figure that that will provide a bit of a disincentive to somebody to actually fiddle it, as are some of the yellow warning stickers that we've got around the place, which indicate that there are nasty bites there, which people who don't understand electricity might well be quite wary of. In closure, I'd like to suggest to you that the NRGkick is a good alternative to the Juice Booster 2. In summary, it comes in a cardboard box rather than a nice briefcase. We actually have to use this recycled travel case with our adapters in it, and the device itself basically sits inside the spare wheel in the back of the car when it's in transport. So the unit I directly imported. I believe you can buy them in Australia. It cost me something just over $2,000 landed, along with 4 adapter connectors. So hope that's been useful to you, and I'm happy to provide more information if you wish. By the way, I have absolutely no commercial connection with the company providing NRGkick. I just think that it's a really good device, and I was put onto it by the New Zealand Zoe group.